Here are the steps you need to actually implement right now. Step number one, you need to optimize. In other words, you have to optimize your delivery routes. See, the whole thing here is that if you want to deliver packages faster as a courier for Amazon, you're not the only one. And you have to constantly differentiate yourself, right? So the thing is, if you want to reach top delivery speeds, you have to optimize, meaning what? Meaning you have to select the fastest, most cost-effective routes possible. It's very difficult to achieve truly optimized routes if you are relying on manual calculations and basic delivery mapping software. The thing is, a lot of people make a mistake and they do things manually. See, the whole thing here is that you're not the only one. This platform is very competitive. So if you are wasting your time doing manual calculations and see, I'm driving from point A to point B, from point B to point C, from point C to point D, and what have you, and thinking that you could actually grab a few minutes here and there and sort of optimizing your route, that way you are really fooling yourself, boss. It's very important. If you have a fleet, let's say you have a fleet of more than, let's say, a couple of vehicles, or you need to deliver hundreds of orders a day, so you only drive your own cargo van, or you drive your box truck and what have you. If you have to deliver hundreds of orders a day, optimizing routes becomes nearly impossible and takes a lot of time. This is where you can actually have a route optimization software. And the thing is, you don't have to spend a lot of cash. People believe that you have to spend a lot of cash on those types of software tools. Not a lot. You can actually subscribe to a lot of those tools for $20 a month, which is really a great investment because, again, going back to what I said about Amazon being a very competitive platform, if you can spend $20 and be ahead of the pack, think about it. Okay, so let me dig a little deeper here. One of the top tips for how to be a faster delivery driver for Amazon is to make sure that your route is planned before you leave in the morning. Plan your route, boss. This is where a quality route optimization tool will actually make your life faster and easier as a courier. So the thing is, when we talk about route optimization, and again, we've been in this game for more than 25 years. So route optimization is more than having a map on your phone or in the vehicle, and it's more than using a GPS to go from one address to the other. Route optimization means that you are getting from one stop to the next in an orderly fashion. Think about it, that's the key word, orderly fashion. An optimized route is one that is predetermined path that is the most cost effective in terms of time and distance. Those are the two key words, boss. Time and distance. So when you have the right tool, you're able to find your delivery destinations faster. You can plan your route. You can actually decrease time spent on the road. And this could actually help you avoid time wasters like traffic jams and backtracking. Step number two, boss, you want to plan. So after optimizing, you got to plan. By the way, welcome back to the show. It's a pleasure to have you here. We're having a conversation about how to deliver packages faster as a courier for Amazon. So the whole thing here is that you have to plan ahead, boss. See, when we talk about advanced planning, we are talking about making sure that you have actually thought about the whole thing the night before, 2 days before, 3 days before. Sometimes you actually have Amazon orders the same day. But again, before you actually jump on the order, please take some time to breathe. Hold your horses, boss. Hold your horses. You want to take the time to actually plan everything to make sure you are doing things right. Okay, so advanced planning and scheduling is very important if you want to shorten your delivery times for Amazon, because the farther out you plan, the better your execution will be. It's all about execution, boss. All about execution. So I want to dig a little deeper here. If you are planning deliveries only 1 week in advance or only 1 day in advance, you leave yourself with a very tight window to make necessary changes, and you are more likely to be caught off guard. And we don't want that, right? If you want to be a faster, cost-effective, very profitable Amazon delivery driver, you have to plan it in advance. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have an influx of orders for the holidays, right? And this starts, let's say 2 to 3 weeks earlier than usual. If you are planning 5 weeks in advance, you will spot this uptick with plenty of time to schedule additional drivers or additional availability of your own time, right? That way you can successfully meet demand for coming from Amazon or other similar apps. Now, if you are planning, let's say 2 to 3 business days in advance, you may not have enough time to react accordingly, which would cost you your reputation on the Amazon platform or even customers in general. So bottom line is what? You want to plan ahead. You also want to plan your packages in your vehicle. In your vehicle. So the thing is, do you have a cargo van or a sprinter van or whatever vehicle you have to look at the vehicle itself. I'm talking here about the actual space you have in the vehicle and see how you can plan packages in advance. This is really important because what happens here is that if you have, let's say, 30 stops, if you have 50 stops, if you have 100 stops, and you take 30 seconds or 1 minute or more to search the vehicle, each time you stop, you are wasting a lot of time, boss. You are wasting hours in a day. So take a moment to make extra sure that you are dropping all the correct parcels at the right time. Very important. Boss, the third thing I want you to do right now, I want you to adapt. I just want to remind everybody of today's conversation. The topic is how to deliver packages faster for Amazon as a courier, right? So what does adaptation means? The whole thing here is that, and this is again where I'm just sharing with you tips and tricks and hacks that are based on research that our team members have been doing for the last 30 years, boss, 30 years. Even before Amazon was created, we have been digging into the delivery logistics, the delivery economics for the last 30 years. So if you want to actually shine when it comes to Amazon as a delivery driver, you need to enable real-time route modification. You have to adapt. So when we talk about advanced planning, that's important, don't get me wrong, but it's also important to be able to change the plan when unexpected challenges arise. See, the whole thing here is that you can sit down, you can sit in your house, in your basement, in your living room, do all the planning, or in your truck or in your van, do all the planning. That's kind of cool. But what if something happens? Every adventure has a few surprises, and delivery routes are not different. Drivers may run into traffic, get held up at a delivery helping their customers, or get a flat tire. This will happen to you as an Amazon delivery driver or as a general driver for that matter. Okay, so to keep small holdups from turning into hours-long delays, dispatchers and cargo van drivers and sprinter van drivers need to know immediately when things don't go as expected. So if you are an Amazon, let's say you are an Amazon delivery driver, you have opportunities to actually notify your dispatcher, in other words, your manager, your flight manager, your freight manager through the app. Okay, so it's all about making sure that you are able to notify the route authorities on time, but also have a backup plan. Do you have a backup plan, boss? Do you have a backup plan? You gotta have a backup plan. Okay, so it's all about making sure that you have a plan B, a plan C, so that if you are, let's say you are delivering packages to Hoboken, New Jersey, and something happens on the way, you are able to actually reroute your van, reroute your truck, reroute whatever vehicle you're driving, so that you are able to be in Hoboken, New Jersey on time, or at least not too late. That's as important. Step number 4, boss, you want to prioritize. If you are trying to deliver packages for Amazon in a faster manner, you want to actually be ahead of the pack in terms of being an Amazon courier. It's very important to prioritize appropriately. See, when we talk about prioritizing, what does that mean? Well, the thing is, you have a lot of orders, right? You go through your app, you see orders coming in, you choose the kind of loads you want to haul. Okay, not a problem. But then you have to ask yourself, you have 50 loads for the day. How do you start? All of those loads have a delivery timeline stamped on them. So you have to deliver them within a specific time window. But you got to prioritize, right? You have an 8-hour window, 10-hour window, depending on the geography. So it's really important to really have a clear idea how to prioritize those parcels delivery. So prioritizing and ordering stops appropriately ensures that you can reach all of your customers as quickly and efficiently as possible. It's not just about as quickly, because efficiency is really important if you are trying to increase your reputation on the Amazon platform as an Amazon courier. So accurately setting priorities for stops along your delivery route is vital. And there are a lot of factors you need to consider. So the thing is, if a customer pays extra for next day delivery, that order is going to be a higher priority than a package purchased with standard delivery. The good thing is that Amazon will let you know. Amazon, if you go through the apps, you'll have all the info that is necessary for you to have a clear idea about the particulars of the parcel you are delivering. Okay, so one thing I want to say here is that if the rush order customer is 5 miles away, for example, going back to the example I just gave you earlier, and there are 3 standard delivery orders on the route there, it will make sense to stop and drop off those non-rush orders first. Okay, so you also need to consider how orders are assigned across multiple drivers. So territories that are evenly divided as far as square footage per driver may result in completely uneven workloads. So basically, you can wind up with so many loads that you have to work overtime to barely meet delivery deadlines. Okay, and this is something you have to think about. So you have to constantly have that sort of those thoughts in the back of your head, so you are constantly finding the best way to prioritize. Step number 5, boss, you need to layer. So if you want to be, I just want to quickly remind everybody of today's topic. We are having a conversation about how to deliver packages faster for Amazon. And the thing is, if you want to layer, what does the layer means? Layer means you are combining forward and reverse logistics. And this is something that is very powerful. We have seen this in the last 25 years. It is very, very powerful. It will save you a lot of cash. It will help you. It will boost your efficiency as a delivery driver in general. So combining reverse logistics, pickup routes with forward logistics, drop-off routes, cuts your travel time and your planning time in half. So the thing is that if you already have if you already are delivering parcels to a certain area, it doesn't make sense to actually think about another drop. To think about like dropping other products in a similar area or in an area that is a neighbor to that area. Let me just break it down for you. The thing is that you have, let's say you have 2 hours, or you have 4 hours in a day, or you have 8 hours. In those 8 hours, Amazon is giving you 50 parcels. Okay, and the thing is that some parcels may be delivered in the morning because the customer is not home in the afternoon, and some parcels may only be delivered in the afternoon because the customer is not at home in the morning. So customers may be at home in the morning or in the afternoon. So you have this sort of dilemma, right? So you are going to be in that area in the morning. What should you do for customers that are not at home? They're not home in the morning. Well, you got to find a solution where you actually drop the parcels anyway, because you can't actually be in that neighborhood, get out of the neighborhood and come back in the afternoon again. You'll be wasting a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of gas. You don't want that. So this is where reverse logistics and forward logistics come into play. This is what the whole thing about layering is really important. And the thing is, you want to be in a situation where you are able to say, listen, even if this customer is not home, I'm going to find a way to deliver that package anyway. If it means I'm going to drop the package with the neighbor, or I'm going to drop it at some place, you got to find a solution. And don't forget that Amazon has those sort of delivery drop spots in the country. But yeah, so something you need to think about. Okay, so it's called layering. And if you have any question, please drop the question below. I'll be more than happy. Our team will be more than happy to answer all questions, because it is a very powerful technique if you are trying to save time and be a better delivery driver. I want to talk to you now about step number 6, and we call this step, you want to pamper. You want to pamper yourself, boss. You are the one working hard every morning, delivering loads, driving here and there. Pamper yourself. And how do you pamper yourself? Wear the right clothes. Wearing the right clothes is quite essential. If you are trying to be a fast delivery driver, right, you want to wear the right gear, the right clothes and whatnot. So even if you work for a company that supplies a uniform shirt, for instance, your choice of clothing can help speed up when it comes to your delivery time. So the right clothes, what we have seen, and this is based on research though, and we have a lot of clients in this industry, and we see how clients perform when they dress very well. So the right clothes will help ensure that you can move quickly and comfortably. And comfort is really, really important. And most importantly, staying safe while making deliveries, because you got to think about your safety and comfort. Okay, you are the machine here. Okay, first, durable and comfortable boots are a must. You must be in and out of your vehicle many times a day, from when you load the truck or van to each stop on your route. Think about that, boss. So you cannot really be slowed down by sandals that catch on the steps, right? Or runners that get wet or slip easily in rain or snow. So lifting packages in and out of the vehicle requires a sturdy base. So this is why we actually recommend quality steel-toed boots that are comfortable enough for all the walking you'll be doing during the day. Okay, gloves are also really important. Gloves that fit properly and protect your hands will be a great investment, because you'll be lifting and carrying packages all day. Boss, think about that. I want you to picture the kind of work you'll be doing. Okay, so if you're lifting or carrying packages all day, it's a great idea to have high quality gloves. In colder months, you want insulated gloves that keep your hands protected and, most importantly, warm. You also want to make sure that you dress for the weather or pack extra clothes in case the forecast changes, right? A good rain jacket or a winter coat, depending on the season, will keep you warm and dry, and you gotta be warm and dry. Be sure your clothes fit properly so you're not catching a long jacket on the fence or feeling uncomfortable when you are driving by wearing a too tight shirt. It's all about your comfort. Okay, and also think about things like in the summer heat, for example, you may want to wear shorts, but be sure to cover your legs at least to your knees. There's nothing worse than sticking to the seat, and some customers may have dress codes that require knee-length pants. Very important. Okay, so also think about a hard hat, a high visibility vest, protective glasses, and any other PPE required by customers. The last thing I want you to think about, and this is so important, do not laugh. This is so important. You want to biohack. What is biohack? Well, the thing is, hey, listen, you are a human being. You're a driver. You're not Superman. Okay, you're a human being who has to go home, take care of your wife or husband, see your family, sleep, chill, relax. So you need to actually think about elements that help you perform at your best. Biological elements, that is. Physiological elements, that is. Think about your psychology. Think about your physiology. Think about your biology. Think about anything that helps you in terms of your biology. Pack a driver's bag. So it's important. So when we talk about a driver's bag, those are things that you actually, you use every day. Okay, and those are items that may be necessary sometimes in an emergency. One thing I want to say here is that you can either leave the bag in your vehicle or make a routine to prepare that bag each morning to actually take with you. So there are some items that you can pack in the bag. So you can have a flask for water, which you can refill throughout the day, or several bottles of water. Think about a flask of tea or coffee, which saves time and money compared to stopping by and buying each day. If you do stop to buy more, you can still use your mug. Think about a pad of paper and a pen in case you need to make any notes. And as an Amazon driver, or a regular driver for that matter, you'll be able to take care of business and by writing whatever you need to write down. Think about a large marker in the event you need to mark packages. Think about a first aid kit, very important. Any necessary packing items like straps to secure packages. Think about having a phone, a flashlight, a knife, or box cutter. Okay, and also in the same vein, in the same reality here, when we're talking about biohacking, make sure that you are adding stops for bathroom breaks. Boss, you're a human being. Okay, you're a human being. This is important for several reasons. If you plan your day without bathroom breaks, you cannot follow the schedule and be on time. That's because when it becomes an emergency and you have to make an unscheduled stop, you are disrupting the entire route schedule. So by building breaks into your schedule, you get a true picture of what your workday looks like before you leave, including how long it should take to finish your route. So you'll be able to plan your route optimally. You can make stops where you know there are washrooms available or bathrooms, eliminating unnecessary backtracking or delays while you search for the best place to stop. Very important. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I was just talking to you about how to deliver packages faster for Amazon. Number one, you want to optimize. Number two, you want to plan. Number three, you want to adapt. Number four, you want to prioritize. Number five, you want to layer. Number six, you want to pamper yourself. Number seven, you want to biohack. Thank you. I will speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.